Good morning and welcome to the East Brandywine Township Board of Supervisors work session for Thursday, September 5th, 2019. Just a reminder that a recording device will be used during this meeting, and I wanted to let everybody know that our solicitor will be joining us via phone conference this morning. Public comment for non-agenda items, and a reminder, rules for conduct of public meetings established by Resolution 2001-08. The time allotted to each individual making a comment shall be 3 minutes unless otherwise set by the presiding officer. Additional public comment may be granted at the discretion of the presiding officer at the conclusion of the meeting. Open it up for public comment. Seeing none, we'll move on to the minutes of the previous meeting. Board of Supervisors, August 15th, 2019.
Motion that they be approved as submitted.
And I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Planning Commission, August 7th, 2019.
Motion they be approved as submitted.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're going to go on to the permission to advertise for the bid for lumber flooring in Bondsville Mill Park, Building C, and I'll turn it over to Luke.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. In your packet this morning is a proposal, a bid specifications for which I'm asking your permission to advertise. This is for the purchase of flooring materials for Building C in the Bondsville Mill Park and Nature Trails. This is a budgeted expenditure. The timing is dictated by the availability of labor. All the labor in this case would be provided by volunteers of the Bondsville Mill Committee. This is a supplies only, so supplies and delivery purchase. Estimated value is $30,000. In as much as this is a purchase of materials in excess of the second-class township code's requirements for sealed advertised bids, which is $20,600, I'm requesting your permission to advertise that this morning.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion, we authorize the advertisement of the bid package for the delivery of lumber for the floors of Building C at the Bondsville Mill Park.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ordinance Task Force updates. Turn this over to Scott.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. At their meeting last night, the Planning Commission made a recommendation that the board advertise the combined ordinance amendments for the subdivision ordinance as well as the zoning ordinance for review of sketch plan modifications, recording of final plan, and that's actually 2 revisions, changing schools to conditional uses in the R1, R2, and R3 districts to make that comparable to what was done at our August 1st meeting for the MU district, where the schools are now considered conditional uses for approval there, and also historical resource impact study revisions. So I'd ask the board to authorize the advertisement of the ordinance amendment to the zoning and the saldo.
Scott, I have a question.
Yes.
On the County Planning Commission letter for the saldo ordinance. They made a suggestion to not be so specific about mentioning Adobe Acrobat as the format because of the way digital storage media changes. Did the Planning Commission suggest that that be revised based on the county's comment?
That was discussed last night. Another section of our ordinance requires that these be put in Adobe Acrobat format for our files, and also it provides that CAD files can be provided for the township engineer. So that technically that's already there for a different electronic format, but as far as the township's concerned, we want those to be in Adobe Acrobat format.
Okay. Okay.
If I could, the PDF is a portable document file. There's actually more than one pieces of software that will convert to a portable document file. So, I mean, it is possible to be more generic and still receive PDFs.
Any other questions?
I have none. I'll make a motion that we advertise the combined ordinance amendments reviewing to change the provisions regarding review of the sketch plans, recording of final plan, schools as conditional uses in R1, R2, and R3 districts, and historic resource impact study requirements.
And I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And Kristen, I'll
Just a
send,
note, because both of those require two consecutive week advertisements, we won't have enough time to get that advertised for your next meeting, so we'll do it at your October work session meeting.
yes. And I'll send that to you. I believe I did send it to Kim, but I'll send you the final version that was
Okay.
actually circulated.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, believe it or not, we're to this point. Public comment on agenda items. Anybody? Seeing none, we'll note the board did meet for executive session on August 22nd, 2019, to discuss personnel and legal matters, and the board will meet this morning for executive session to discuss personnel and legal matters. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.